Hey everyone, if you're interested in learning about the market in and around 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, stick around for our weekly discussion. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here at Near Disney. We are so excited to have you here with us for our weekly discussion. My name is Virginia Carlson, also known as Cinderella, and I am joined by my esteemed colleagues to my right.
Hi, I'm Tanya, also known as Elena, the Latin princess, and yo hablo español.
And
who's that barking? Who's
and we have another guest who's barking, but
that's me.
Right.
This is 𝐼𝐚𝐢𝐫. I'm coming to you from Washington State, where my family is, and I am also known as Aurora.
Sleeping Beauty. Hi, I'm Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty, and they call me the Prince of Real Estate around here on Near Disney.
Yay. So we're all so happy to be here with you guys and just giving updates on what's going on in and around Central Florida. Holidays obviously are coming up, and everybody wants to talk about cool activities that are going on. At Epcot, the Food and Wine Festival is coming to a close on November 18th. So that's been a fun activity that's been happening for the last couple of months. It's it recurs every year. So if you missed it this year, or if you want to try to catch it, it's going on for a few more days. And so that's definitely something fun to do around here. We also just found out today that over at Epcot, I thought this was cool, and we were just talking about this. The ride Guardians of the Galaxy over there has been awarded outstanding. Sorry, I'm going to find it here. Outstanding Achievement Attraction in 2024 by an international group called the Themed Entertainment Association. So that's super cool. I've been on it. It's awesome. Definitely worth going. Have you guys been on it?
I have not.
Nope, not yet.
But the chat, please chime in the chat or the comments. What do you think of it? Is it worth the hype, or how long of a wait did you have to go on before making that journey, or if you just like Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, let us know. I mean, because I'm always kind of like, oh, maybe it's going to be like kind of fun or whatever. Is it worth the wait? But this one, I will say hands down, one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on. So definitely worth the wait if you're at Epcot. So anyway, super cool. But then also we had another thing that I know, Sue, you wanted to talk to us about, another cool event that's happening. Again, the Jollywood Nights.
Yes, for Jollywood Nights, and I'm so sorry about the dog. He's been so quiet. Jollywood Nights, we talked about this a few weeks ago, but what I wanted to point out and just bring to everybody's attention is there's several nights that are sold out now. And so December 16th is sold out. I think, let's see, the November 11th and the 18th are sold out. So, but there's still several nights left. They are, it seems like they keep adding more stuff to be going on there, but the food, the festivities, the contests that they're doing, you get to meet and greet with a bunch of the characters. So, and then another thing I found out is they're setting up a band right outside Tower of Terror.
Okay.
And there's going to be a specialty bar there for people to grab and go with several different drinks that they've created. So one of the things I really liked seeing was how many of the characters were going to actually be there for people to meet and greet. So I know this is kind of it's not a short notice, but if you want to get your tickets and just have a great evening of fun and festivity, and Hollywood Studios is such a fun place to be at Christmas time. It is just decked out. It's just, the lights are amazing. And, as always, just the encounters there that you meet with not just the people around you, but the Disney, staff and everybody is just wonderful. So I will be there on, I think it's the 22nd.
Okay.
22nd, I think. So,
cool.
But I will definitely report back on that.
Yes, tell us definitely. And also anyone who's watching in the comments, if you've been or if you plan on going, we'd love to hear about your experience as well. It
Yes.
looks like it would be, you know, all the bells and whistles are definitely being put out, and it's
Yes.
super cool.
Yeah. I know the ticket prices, you know,
Yeah.
it's an additional, you know, cost, but it's just one time. So even for Florida residents, it's, you know, just a one-time thing.
Right. And then they're also saying that there is actually a $10 discount available to annual pass holders or Disney Vacation Club members. So there's
Yes.
a chance to get a little bit of a discount, which is always a good thing. Okay. Thanks for sharing. That's definitely a super fun activity that's happening here. So back into some real estate news. We will always talking about how, you know, Florida is comparing to other places in the nation as far as who's moving where. And we found this article, or Elijah did, thank you, about Florida topping New York as the second biggest housing market. Let me show
Yeah,
you.
so we kind of talk about a lot of statistics about Florida in relation to the real estate market. And we can, when we say our rankings, they can be in relation to different things. Florida remains the #1 state in the country where people are moving to, with like a number of our cities occupying the top 10. I mean, especially this Orlando area, the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, lots of good neighborhoods there. But as far as another category, not just where people are moving to, but as it says, overtaking New York as having the second biggest market. That's talking about the overtaking New York to become the second most valuable U.S. housing market, according to a study that was done by Zillow. And this is a report from Bloomberg here. So the total value of the U.S. housing market rose more than $2.6 trillion in the past year, Zillow said, defying predictions that higher borrowing costs were going to lead to like a bigger slump, or, you know, some people were dreading or hoping for even a crash, depending on different circumstances. But the low levels of supply, enhanced by the lock-in effect, you know, people just kind of wanted to keep their interest rates that they have, or being able to work from home, kind of left the current mortgage borrowers, you know, just keeping it still and keeping those values up. Florida continued to be a desirable place. We're happy to report, you know, and we can still see why. We hear about it all the time. So prices have declined a little bit since, you know, June 2022. People say, are you seeing a little bit of a dip? Yes. You know, we're not getting anywhere near those, you know, pre-pandemic levels. So Florida is holding value. The value of Florida residential property risen $160 billion. And that, if you look at the green, at the orange and blue graph, you see that California's real estate values are that larger line at #1, but then Florida and New York neck and neck, just underneath it, changed since 2022, and we have eked them out there for that. And so
you see that Florida is now we're a positive since in the change column, whereas California was a negative. So
that's good to know that, you know,
yeah,
you're moving someplace that is going to be a cooler lifestyle, maybe, and also showing that it's holding value, even on par with the famous New York real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. So continuing on that, so we're finding that the 1 in 3 buyers now that are in fact coming to Florida are using they're using cash to buy. And there were 6 major metro areas that were part of this study, and the only one that had a slight decline was, and it was only 0.5%, was Fort Lauderdale. All the rest of the major cities, Jacksonville, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, West Palm, they were all up. And cash sales are they're based on people, kind of wanting to avoid the interest rates. And so that's, people are trying to find different ways to, invest in property or buy property. And so the cash seems really appealing because they're not dealing with, it's more attractive if, they don't have to deal with the high interest rates. But, that's not to say that that's always going to be the case, but it's just interesting to see that, of all these buyers that are coming in, a lot of them are preferring at this point to use cash, which is not always what we've seen in the past. But Florida is still like Elijah's article. It was, Florida is still kind of up, and our numbers are always seeming to be positive year over year. So that's good. No negatives.
Something to
dealing
confirm.
with a lot of cash people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say something to confirm that is every new construction office that I've been into in the last 6 months at least, that is the first question they ask is your buyer paying cash or are they financing? So,
Yes.
That just absolutely confirms what this article says. I don't remember hearing that before.
But regardless of your financing strategy, we will find.
Yeah.
Well, we will find and fight for the area of your choice. And bring you some good listings. Because even though we saw that article saying that there was a dip in inventory due to that hesitancy, there's still but we've all been in business a while, and we've got our eyes on all these markets and making videos about all these various neighborhoods, so we kind of know what to look for and how to sniff out the gems and all that good stuff. So don't give up just because the data is showing it's going to be a little tougher.
Yeah,
that just means we have to work harder for you.
Exactly. It's just interesting to see what people are doing and what the trends are for the area. And we definitely are here to help all of our clients find the most creative way to get into that dream property. So, and speaking of making your property your dream property, a lot of people always talk about remodeling, and what are people doing nowadays for the remodeling? Are we doing huge kitchen blowouts or bathrooms? And we're finding that owners are doing it, but there might be a little bit smaller of projects. So Tanya, I know you wanted to talk to us about this one.
Yes. For those tuning in, welcome to our Wednesday night show. And we'll dive a little bit into the home improvement at the moment. There's, Home Depot, obviously, we all know that they're the go-to destination for mostly everyone who's looking to upgrade their living space. There's a recent trend that is shaking things up. And this article is titled "Owners Keep Remodeling, but Smaller Projects." Despite a robust period of remodeling during the pandemic, Home Depot sales have hit a snag. It's a downward trend because of the lack of financing, higher interest rates. Those things are contributing to this decline. First, we're tightening our purses because the average receipt at Home Depot has dipped and transactions are down. But the Federal Reserve's battle against inflation had made it more expensive also to finance big ticket items. So what we're finding is that people are paying more attention to do-it-yourself projects, and now we have YouTube. So a lot of people are focusing on, going to Home Depot, getting what they need, and then doing it at home, doing it themselves, but just smaller to keep improving their home. It's a decline, but as we know, we've given tips here as to what kind of projects you can do at home, whether it's improving the windows, improving the sound of your home, like insulation. Anything you can do to bring the value up, it's really helpful. And even though, the sales have gone down, not everything is doom and gloom. The company has managed to surpass expectations for this quarter. So we'll be keeping a close eye on how to navigate these challenges in the coming months. but we still, you know, I think everyone's still going to be remodeling and making improvements in their home, regardless of the times that we're in. And like you guys have said, like, we're here to fight for you. We're here to get you the best home that you can get to, you know, depending on your financing, whether you buy cash or you finance the home. We will do everything in our hands so that you get that home of your dreams, that you can either buy an existing home and remodel it, or if you want new construction, we also help with that too.
Yeah, and I definitely think that people will always want to do projects on their home, even if they are the smaller ones. It's fine. It's people still can't, like you said, we can watch YouTube and try to kind of dip our toes in a little bit. I know I've done a few DIY things in my house and they turn out pretty well. I'm, you know, I'm proud of myself. And
It only takes a couple times to hire a handyman, and he comes up and he like just like bangs it and it works, and then you get the bill and you're like, oh man, okay, maybe I'm not so helpless. Like,
you can watch the handyman enough times and then be like, I got this. I'll do it.
And if you don't want to do it on your own, we know a lot of people, a lot of contractors, a lot of people that can help you get your projects done. So not only do we sell houses and help people purchase homes, we also help people remodel and, you know, find the best resources and other contractors for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you want to sell your home and you're curious as to what you might need to do just to, you know, bring the value up a little bit and make the aesthetics more pleasing, you give us a call. We will gladly help you with that as well.
Yeah, that's definitely been a topic on this show, is what are the best and the things that are going to get you the most out of your home. What are the best projects to do, to focus on if you only want to spend, you know, a certain amount of time or money.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that are worth it more than others. And so when you do get your home to be perfect and the way that you want it, the next step is to decorate for the holidays, right, Elijah?
Well, decor is kind of goes hand in hand with remodeling when it comes to how show ready your house is going to be. You know, whether if it happens to be owner occupied, you may be tempted to decorate for the holidays, even if it is on the market. We had a recent conversation on this show as well about Halloween decor, and our advice was kind of minimizing that as much as possible, or leaning into the cute rather than the horror when it comes to the spooky decor. Christmas gets a little bit of a pass because Christmas decorations they're not scary, or they're not gruesome. You know, they can, I mean, unless you're going all in on Nightmare Before Christmas with your Disney approach. Tim Burton has his own idea of
right. Like, then there's that debate: is that movie a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? So
yeah, the chat can chime in and kind of be the judge of that and settle the matter. If you have, let us know, when do you watch that? Do you watch it for Christmas? Do you watch it for Halloween? Or big fan, you watch it twice a year, or at least. But so this article I found is actually it's from Better Homes and Gardens. 6 holiday decor trends designers may be skipping in 2023. So it's just giving some ideas for like what are the latest trends in Christmas decor for decorating a home. And of course, if you got your family traditions and they are set in stone, that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's just that if you've been looking for an excuse to shake it up, or you kind of like to read magazines and take a peek at how other people might be doing their Christmas lately, then this article might be a little bit fun to browse, because there are some more traditional things that they're saying are not necessarily making as much of a comeback this year for some reason or another. From what I'm seeing, not just from this article, but from some others, it's that leaning into a sort of nature decor, the natural elements. So swapping ornate decorations for natural elements, and just like little things like these basket weave plates, these pine tree decors, these things that kind of evoke the nature of the woods or the North Pole or something.
Yeah, that's great.
So tone down the bright colors and kind of more earthy tones this year. When you see some of those super vintage photos of Santa kind of being in like the old, super like centuries old times, the way he's depicted, not the Coca-Cola Santa, you kind of get a little bit more of that picture. So that's fun, the earthy. And as you kind of scroll down, you see a little bit more of like the what it's talking about. So I guess people are kind of toning it down with the bright colors and the plastic and commercial decorations, and then just making things more serene, making things more neutral, finding things that look less like we've seen in the old times. And like the way that this tree is decorated just above number 3 is kind of like an example of leaning into the earthy tones.
Yeah, they're saying to kind of try to, base your decorations on like maybe the color palette that already exists in your home.
Yes, that one is on the list as well.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people, like we've had a decade of this, of the whites and the grays and the neutral light colors in these homes.
Yeah.
And so now it's kind of like Decor Trends finding ways to match that a little more naturally. And so these are like kind of show example when you see these homes that are all like the contemporary white inside, it kind of makes sense that they do it. But then once again, like I said, we're not stepping on or poo-pooing anybody's awesome Christmas traditions, just showing. And then number 4, that is that's what you were saying. It's just however you did your place, maybe just accommodate that. You don't have to just only let Christmas be red and green arbitrarily, right? Because the forces decided those were the Christmas colors, but they can be whatever the Christmas colors are from your heart.
Yeah, because we're seeing, like, look up here, this one is like, these are bright colors, but they still look festive. So it doesn't have to be the traditional red and green and gold or, silver.
And it just goes with how they did their wall.
Yeah. And you can, there are so many places where you can find all these fun little trees and things like that just, will fit whatever room you're trying to decorate. So
yeah, what those trees that we saw there, like that leads into this minimalist idea.
Right.
Of that. So that's
a
different approach, maybe just more personalized, more tailored to your own home decor rather than just kind of going for what has been marketed as standard Christmas colors and Christmas decor. So that's just a neat way to look, because it might, if you're got a contemporary home, you want it to show in like a contemporary style, this might be just a starting point, especially if you've got it on the market and you're wondering like what's a way that you could decorate it without going too over the top. That seems to be accommodating that, because clutter it's like clutter and Christmas decor like go hand in hand, it seems. That's always kind of a difficulty when it comes to house showing sometimes, because people like to visualize their own stuff in those empty spaces.
Exactly. Well, we would love to hear what your favorite decorating traditions are. If you want to comment and let us know, and then maybe we can find some more articles talking about, more traditions and more cool ideas for decorating your home this holiday season. And I want to say hello to Venkesh and Christina. They have left us a message saying hello. They are from Brazil. So we're saying,
wow.
Cool. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for watching.
Welcome.
If you ever have any questions, like our numbers, they're here on the screen. They really ring us. We, you don't have to limit it to the chat or the comments. We're real people. We do this full time.
Yeah, our phone numbers are here. We are here to help. And just please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. to talk about all the cool things that are happening around Cinderella's castle. But thank you for joining us, everyone. And I think we had a great discussion. And thanks again, Sue, for joining us all the way from Washington State.
Hey, happy to. I have a question. We kind of hit on this before we started, but there was a question that one of you posed as to who's a before Thanksgiving decorator and who's an after.
Okay.
So,
I definitely am on team after Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday.
I do too.
It's because it's like just people being together and no pressure of anything else. And so I definitely have some pumpkins and turkeys out in my house. But I will say the day after Thanksgiving, it's all Christmas.
Okay.
I don't even hesitate. One day, Friday after Thanksgiving, it's all Christmas. So.
Yep, that's me. So I don't have to answer now. The other two of you have to go.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, it's still a family holiday. Just the whole focus is on the family and the meal. The meal is the gift. There's just not there's not all those presents to buy. So I can see that's a tempting one. I think that just depends on the home amount of hardcore that you're going to go with your home decor. If it just is the whole yard and the whole house and everything, like these award-winning homes that are in the Celebration Florida decorative tour, they can take like a week to set up. And so I could see like you might want to get, for all that effort, like a few more weeks out of it to have it be seen and to enjoy it. Because it might take like another week to take it down. So you might not even, so I could see it. But as for me, I'll probably wait a couple more weeks till I get the, modest Christmas stuff that I have out of the closet to make it seem a little more festive in December.
Yeah. Yes, I'll definitely wait after Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah, because there's definitely a number of people, but I hear what you're saying, Elijah. I think people want to kind of get more use out of all that effort of putting the lights up and
I just feel like there's not as much of the grace period after as there is before. I feel like people are okay with weeks up to Christmas, but then like after Christmas, everyone wants to see it gone. They're like, okay, hurry up and take it down. It's New Year's now.
Yeah, it's like we're done. Take it off. Anyway, so we will. Our friends from Brazil are commenting again. They're saying hi, and they are interested in winter garden homes, and then we can definitely help you out with any homes in Winter Garden. We know the area very well. It's beautiful out there, and we're happy to help any way we can. So please do. Feel free to get in touch.
And in the YouTube search box, you can type in near Disney and Winter Garden, and you will find other videos of us talking and highlighting different communities in Winter Garden, new construction and the town and otherwise, just to kind of give you a better feel for it. So you can still watch our channel and learn all about Winter Garden that way too, or give us a call.
Yeah, we have a really nice video on Winter Garden, so definitely check it out. And we're here to help. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. So we'll say good night now, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.